Between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford now to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On the sneak, it's Stanford. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matthew Stafford keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As the pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. Screenplay, Johnson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll run with Carter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Mike Hughes, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw is Stafford. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Carter. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for the gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A handoff for Carter. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, New York.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Again, he finds Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carter. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Carter again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on? And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 21, Jets 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 46.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
For the field goal, a 55-yard
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Carter, a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. And he hits Drake. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Wilson going to give to Carter on the draw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Rosa's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a give to Carter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
31, Vikings 24. Albrecht Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's complete to Drake. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll run here with Carter. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Cook again.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, 54. 53.
After the sack on first down, Stafford, he's going to get this one down to Cook. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Carter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now Carter to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And running with power here. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jets 41, Vikings 31.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.